Hello everyone, my name is Alana B. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. The weekend of Memorial Day is a time to get together with loved ones. After being apart for a number of years, American Pickers star Mike Wolfe and his former co-star Fritz got back together this year. About this reunion, what do we know? Are the former co-stars no longer at odds with one another? We have the most recent information. Former American Pickers co-stars Fritz and Mike Wolfe have reconnected after a number of years apart. The reunion was arranged by a mutual friend of the two, a woman who requested that her identity be kept anonymous, according to the Quad City Times. Mike Wolfe had been wanting to visit Frank for quite some time, she disclosed. She did disclose, though, that Fritz had not felt well enough to come until recently. It was Frank's request to see Mike, she revealed. She communicated with Frank over the weekend of Mother's Day. "I need to talk to Mike," he said. At this point, they scheduled the conference for the weekend of Memorial Day. She brought them together, but she gave them room. However, the article revealed that they met at the location where Frank continues to receive care. Since last year's stroke, she disclosed that Frank appreciates all the love, support, and care, and he does hear your prayers, despite his desire to keep his health concerns quiet. Although their acquaintance disclosed that this reunion was definitely emotional, American Pickers fans may not be able to witness it. Furthermore, Mike had likened it to his initial nervousness when they appeared on David Letterman. That is somewhat uneasy. Both of them broke down in tears when they finally met. They were both crying, according to their acquaintance. "Nobody can replace you, Frank," Mike said to his childhood pal. The fact that the American Pickers actors were not feuding for the previous 3 years is a crucial element that their common acquaintance provided. Rather, they needed separation to appreciate each other, she says. She went on to describe how their relationship was strained by the long hours spent filming the history episode. They were working 10-hour days, 7 days a week, with your best friend, which is why. Additionally, she disclosed that this friendship is still going strong. Are American Pickers fans coming closer to their dream of a television reunion now that Fritz and Mike Wolfe are speaking? Would the two get back together on the well-liked History Channel series and resume their travels? Mike really stressed all the good times they had before the show and during the show, according to their mutual buddy. Although Frank is concentrating on his health, Mike did express a desire for him to return to the show. As a result, it might be too soon to begin anticipating an instant reunion on screen. Frank is still coping with the consequences of his stroke in July 2022. Hopefully, this marks the start of Frank's physical recovery and the complete reconciliation of their shattered friendship. A reunion on the History Channel series might follow. Nothing less is what fans desire. Are you in tears over Frank and Mike's reunion? American Pickers fans, kindly leave a remark below. Former American Pickers duo Fritz, Mike Wolfe reunite. What you need to know. Fans of the hit History Channel show American Pickers have been buzzing for years about the ongoing drama between former co-hosts Fritz and Mike Wolfe. The duo, who spent over a decade traveling the U.S. in search of rare antiques, quirky collectibles, and hidden treasures, have finally made headlines with the news that they've reunited. But how did this reunion come about? And what does it mean for fans and the future about the behind-the-scenes story of the American Pickers stars and their complicated friendship? You've come to the right place. Here's everything you need to know about Fritz and Mike Wolfe's reunion and what it means for the iconic series. 1. The shocking split. What led to the fallout between Frank and Mike? Before the big reunion, there was a lot of tension between Fritz and Mike Wolfe, leaving fans questioning whether they would ever see the duo together again. Their partnership on American Pickers was an instant hit, as the two complemented each other perfectly. Mike was the driven and business-savvy collector, while Frank was the laid-back, free-spirited antique hunter. Together, they formed an unstoppable team that made history on the reality series. But as the years went on, tensions began to rise behind the scenes. Rumors circulated about personal differences, disputes over money, and even Mike Wolf's growing influence on the show. It wasn't long before Fritz was notably absent from the show's most recent seasons. His departure shocked fans and left many wondering what had happened to the beloved picker. 2. The struggles Fritz faced after leaving Americanpickers. After his exit from Americanpickers, Fritz's life took a turn for the worse. He faced several personal and health issues, including a back surgery that required a lengthy recovery period. To make matters worse, Frank's absence from the public eye led to speculation about his well-being, and fans worried that his health was deteriorating. During this period, Frank was open about his struggles and admitted that the time away from the show had been difficult. However, he also expressed a desire to get back to his passion for collecting and his fans. Many wondered if there was any hope for a reunion with Mike Wolf, who had publicly distanced himself from Frank in the aftermath of his departure. 3. Mike Wolf's role in the breakup. Did he cause the rift? While Fritz's departure was shrouded in mystery, many fans began to point fingers at Mike Wolf. In interviews and on social media, some fans claimed that Mike was the reason behind Frank's exit. They cited rumors of friction between the two over creative differences, with Mike Wolf reportedly taking on a more significant role in the show's production. Mike, for his part, has always maintained that he wished Frank well, but didn't delve too deeply into the specifics of the fallout. Over time, it became clear that their professional relationship was strained, and their friendship seemed to be on the rocks. However, Mike Wolf's recent statements about the reunion have shed new light on the situation. It seems that despite the rocky past, both Frank and Mike have realized that their friendship and shared passion for picking still hold immense value. 4. The big announcement: what we know about their reunion. In a heartfelt announcement, Mike Wolf and Fritz recently confirmed that they have finally reconciled. Fans erupted in excitement when the two former co-stars posted photos together on social media, showing off their familiar smiles and camaraderie. The reunion was a long time coming, and it's clear that the bond between Frank and Mike has been restored. While they didn't go into detail about the specifics of their reconciliation, their posts conveyed a sense of joy and nostalgia. For fans who grew up watching the duo's adventures across the country, seeing them together again was nothing short of a dream come true. The big question on everyone's mind is, will Fritz return to Americanpickers? While nothing has been confirmed yet, many believe that this reunion could pave the way for Frank's return to the show. With both Frank and Mike acknowledging their past differences, it's possible that their rekindled friendship could be the catalyst for a new chapter in their shared journey. 5. What does this mean for Americanpickers? Now that Frank and Mike have reunited, what does this mean for the future of Americanpickers? Will the show return to its original format, with Frank and Mike back on the road, uncovering treasures from coast to coast? Or is this just a one-time reunion for old time's sake? Fans are eager to see what happens next. Americanpickers has been on the air for more than a decade, and while it has undergone some changes, the essence of the show remains the same, uncovering the stories behind rare and valuable antiques. However, the dynamic between Frank and Mike was what made the show truly special. If Frank were to return to the show, it would undoubtedly change the chemistry and energy, bringing a sense of nostalgia to longtime fans. While the current cast of Americanpickers has done a great job filling the gap left by Frank's departure, there's no denying that the show was at its best when Frank and Mike were in their element. Fans react to the news. What are they saying about the reunion? The news of Frank and Mike's reunion has sent shockwaves through the fan base, with reactions pouring in from every corner of the internet. Many fans are thrilled to see the two picking partners back together, reminiscing about their favorite moments from past seasons. One fan commented on Instagram, saying, "This is the best news I've heard in years. Frank and Mike were the heart and soul of the show. I can't wait to see what's next." Another fan wrote, "I've been waiting for this moment for so long. It's so good to see them back together. They truly made American Pickers what it is." Of course, there are also fans who are still uncertain about what this reunion means for the future of the show. Some are wondering whether the two will stay friends long-term or if the reunion is just a temporary patch-up. Others are hopeful that this is a sign of more collaborations between Frank and Mike in the near future. 7. What's next for Frank Fritz and Mike Wolf? While the details of Frank and Mike's reunion are still unfolding, it's clear that both men have put their differences aside. For now, fans are just happy to see them together again and are eagerly awaiting more updates on their journey. As for what's next, there's a lot of speculation. Could a return to American Pickers be in the cards for Frank? Will they go on new adventures together, or is this just a moment of closure for their shared history? Only time will tell, but one thing is for certain. Fans are invested in their story, and this reunion has rekindled excitement for whatever lies ahead. So, what are you waiting for? Stay tuned for more updates on Frank Fritz and Mike Wolf's reunion, and get ready for more picking, adventure, and heartwarming moments from these two legendary collectors. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, American Pickers 24, and stay with us.